What's going on, everybody? It is Joe. Welcome to the channel today. We have an exciting day today. We are going to go over XRP, one of my favorite coins out there. We're going to touch on Brad Garlinghouse and an update with the White House Crypto Counsel. We're going to give you an update on the SEC case against Ripple. We are going to go over the press conference from the other day and what they said about stablecoins and why I think that's very big for Ripple. And then we're also going to go over why I am still buying, why I think this is a great opportunity to buy. This is not financial advice for you guys, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you what some of those returns could look like if we hit some of the price targets out there. So with that being said, if you guys could do me a huge favor and please like the video, please subscribe, and please comment below. Give me your thoughts. That would mean the world to me, and that would be greatly appreciated. I am interacting with comments, so I would love to hear from you guys. And with that being said, let's dive right into taking a look at what XRP is doing. So XRP is down nearly 22% on the week. We are down almost 5% over the last 24 hours, and we are down about 1.5% in the last hour. So XRP is getting slaughtered right now. It is not doing well. It bounced back a little bit, but it's back down to 240 and just hanging on. Like, seeing those 330 numbers from a couple weeks ago was quite encouraging, and just to see it drop rapidly down to 240, down 22% in the last week, is a big shock to a lot of us. We had thought we had passed that $3 mark. We thought we were there for good. We thought we had a lot to look forward to, and we were about to see a huge run. And right when we were thinking that's going to happen, we dropped down. We even dipped below $2 for a little bit, got back up to like 260, I believe, and now we're right back down to 240. So what's the outlook for Ripple? What's the outlook for XRP? That's the question everybody would like to know. But what I can tell you is that I've been dollar cost averaging. I see this as an opportunity to acquire more, and I'm going to go over an example with you guys now. So if you had bought at $325, $1,000, that would have bought you 307 XRP. If you put $1,000 at 240, you would have 416 XRP. What that means is that $1,000 investment, if you had still been dollar cost averaging, this is just like if you were to do like a lump sum and you were to put $1,000 in at that price, but this is kind of to just show you how much more you can acquire for less and what those returns can look like if we hit some of these price targets. So one of the main price targets a lot of people talk about this cycle is $8 to $10. I put $10 here. So if you had $1,000 at 325, that would turn into $3,000. So you made $2,000. That's still a great return. But if you bought now and you are still buying and you bought this dip, that same $1,000 now makes you $4,100. It makes you an extra $1,100 by continuing to buy during this time, and you can see those profits go up. And then a couple of other examples. I'm not saying we're going to get to $25 or $100 by any means, but just to show you guys what that looks like if you were to dollar cost average, if you were to continue buying the dip, and if you didn't get cold feet and hesitant and just wait for it to go back up. This is how you can maximize profits. This is how I'm going to try and hopefully maximize my profits. Again, not financial advice. That could go to zero, but if all goes well and I just keep that long-term vision that I saw, if I trust the utility that I saw in XRP and what I think it's going to be used for going forward, if I trust in what the government's planning to do in my mind and keeping that long-term view, the price I buy doesn't really matter. So it's just continuing to buy and continuing to buy the dip. That's what's important. So if it does get to 25 for some reason, somehow you just made an extra $3,000 by continuing to buy, and if it gets to $100, that $1,000 investment makes you an extra $11,000. So those examples right here, just kind of wanted to show you guys how continuing to buy the dip can pay off if you look at the long term, if you still believe in those price projections, those price targets, if you think they're still possible, how buying more for less now can pay off down the road. So just kind of wanted to show you guys how much extra that actually is when it only seems like it went down 80 cents. but when you're keep investing, it can turn out to be a decent number. So just kind of wanted to go over that with you guys, why I think this is still a good time, $2 cost average. But with that, let's get into Brad Garlinghouse and some news surrounding him. And I got a quick video for you guys on that. But before we get into the video, Ripple CEO is expected to be chosen for advisory seat for the White House Crypto Counsel, New York Post reports. So there's a quick video about that, and that got me super excited, so I just wanted to share this with you guys.
Has become the hottest ticket in Washington, D.C., with industry titans and major donors vying for a spot on a council that is expected to make key decisions about how crypto will be classified and regulated over the next 4 years. Everyone and their mother is begging to be on this council, one source who is angling to get on the board explained. But no one has heard who might make the cut, and there is no application. This person admitted he's been harassing all of his friends to put in a good word with power players he believes are likely to get on that board. We're also hearing that Kraken's former general counsel Marco Santori, Ripple founder Brad Garlinghouse, and Frank Chaparro, host of the popular crypto podcast The Scoop, are on the shortlist for the board's 24 seats. Major Trump campaign and inaugural committee donors and notable CEOs, including Circle's Jeremy Allaire, Coinbase's Brian Armstrong, Crypto.com's Chris Marszalek, are also contenders, sources add. There are a lot of people gunning to be on that board, another source told us. So just what is the board? President Trump created it by executive order during his first week in office with the goal of supporting innovation in digital assets and blockchain technologies after years of people in the crypto community feeling harassed under the Biden administration. To that end, the council will play a role in answering key questions that could change the course of history. Most pressingly, whether crypto should be considered a commodity or a security, and whether they fall under the jurisdiction of the SEC or the CFTC.
So, Brad Garlinghouse on the shortlist to be appointed to the board, to the Crypto Counsel for the White House. I don't know about you guys, but having Brad Garlinghouse on that board, on the Crypto Counsel, would be very encouraging for Ripple and very encouraging for XRP, and something I'm going to be monitoring closely, something I think is super bullish long term for Ripple. And just seeing these things line up, again, it's just a rumor. We don't know if he's actually going to, but where there's smoke, there's fire in my mind. Like, there's been enough rumors about Brad Garlinghouse. You see his name everywhere. He is being active. He is making his name known. And I just think, like, his name truly is on the short list to be in one of those positions. So if it does actually happen, that's only going to mean good news. Going further, this is an update on the SEC case from today. Rumor alert, an announcement marking the end of SEC litigation against Ripple is loading as SEC has reassigned over 50 lawyers previously dedicated to crypto enforcement. So going off of that, we had the trial lawyer who signed the Ripple versus SEC case has resigned. The SEC versus Ripple case is basically over. Now, I don't know if I would say it's basically over. This is just a step in that direction, maybe a sign it's going to be over, but until I actually see and read that it's over, until I see proof that it's over, I'm not going to get my hopes up in the short term. But this is an encouraging step in the right direction. Jorge, the guy who signed the case against the SEC did just resign due to, he's actually got reassigned to like the IT department, I believe, but that's with the SEC litigation against Ripple loading, SEC reassigning over 50 lawyers previously dedicated to crypto enforcement. So Jorge was one of those that had to get moved. He was the one that signed off on the case. So seeing that's a step in the right direction for the case. Again, not saying the case is over, not saying it's going to be over soon, but this is a step in the right direction. And when you keep taking steps in the right direction, eventually that finish line is going to come. And I believe it's going to come soon, hopefully. So it's getting my hopes up. Another situation I'm going to be monitoring closely, along with the Garlinghouse and the Crypto Advisory Board in the White House. With that, the Crypto Board had a meeting the other day, press conference for the White House, and in it, one of the main takeaways I had was that was their emphasis on stablecoins. That's the first bill they want to pass. They're prioritizing stablecoins, and they want to get that locked in first before they do all these other things regarding crypto. Why that's important for Ripple and XRP is the RLUSD, Ripple stablecoin. And that gets me very excited. Ripple released that a little over a month ago, and there's been a lot of good progress with that. And with the US focusing on stablecoins, I believe they might be able to implement RLUSD into the system. And here's what I have a couple posts on that. Stablecoin volume is exploding, and Visa knows it. 58% growth in volume, 35% more transactions. The world is shifting to instant borderless payments. XRP is built for it. RLUSD, Ripple stablecoin, is here. Regulated liquidity on XRPL changes the game. Imagine just a fraction of Visa's trillions flowing through XRP's ecosystem. Adoption isn't coming, it's already happening. So, thinking about the RLUSD, the stablecoin for Ripple, just gets me super excited when I was listening to that press conference and then hearing about all these updates with banks and how they're going to have the go-ahead here pretty soon with crypto, and how Ripple's stablecoin is going to change the game, how I think they're going to play a major role in that. Do we know for sure? No. But I do think they are set up properly to be able to be implemented in that way. Going off that as well, with the RLUSD, here's an interesting thread that I found that I wanted to share with you guys. Most people do not understand the impact RLUSD will have on the XRP ledger. If you think this is just about a stablecoin, you're missing the scale of this opportunity by over 1,000x. Here's the actual strategy that Ripple is pursuing and the impact it will have on XRP. So, RLUSD daily volumes are already exceeding $300 million. Additionally, dozens of teams are working with Omni to integrate RLUSD into their products. While this is all exciting, it is just the tip of the iceberg. This week, Ondo Finance announced that they are launching tokenized treasury bills on the XRP ledger. If you've been following me, you may have seen this coming. Now we're starting to see the next stage of Ripple's actual strategy. Step 1. Prove out tokenization technology by launching RLUSD. Step 2. Begin expanding with low-risk tokenized assets like treasury bills, low trillions. Step 3. Tokenized debt and equities, tens of trillions. Step 4, tokenized derivatives and beyond, hundreds of trillions. So RLUSD, they have big plans for it, and it can potentially be implemented in these ways. Ripple is going to bring trillions from traditional finance into XRP, or onto XRP, if that all happens. Omni is going to expand those trillions across the rest of the on-chain financial system, and then that will cement XRP at the center of the entire on-chain economy. What does getting trillions look like? So, more optimistic news. Why I was so optimistic about them talking about stablecoins in that press conference, because when you break down RLUSD, you see the use cases, you see the potential. Hearing what could be the future of it just gets you, and all the trillions of dollars that come onto it, just gets you excited. Obviously, it could not happen. It could be other stable coins. You just never know what's going to happen. But it just shows you that RLUSD is available. And if it is used in those ways, if Visa uses it in that way, like the potential, if the banks use it, like the potential is there for XRP to take that next step. And one of the reasons I am staying optimistic, despite this crazy down 22%, despite all of that, why I'm staying optimistic, because all of this news is still out there. It could still happen, and the risk reward in my mind is there. Another small thing that I found kind of cool and interesting was Tristan Tate, one of the Tate brothers. Can someone explain the XRP hype to me? Why on earth would this go to hundreds per coin? And then you had a ton of XRP people saying, I can break it down for you, and he's responding with them, wanting to know more. So hearing Tristan Tate has over 3.5 million followers. So to see someone like that posting about it, and then you had Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool, the other day announcing he bought $1 million of XRP. So seeing more and more people get interested in XRP, seeing more and more people asking questions and wanting to learn more. Like, I feel like they see the vision. They see all these things that everyone else is seeing. And I truly believe they're just waiting for everything to kind of play out. They're waiting for all these things to be in place and get set up before it all starts to get implemented, because there is a lot going on behind the scenes in my mind. And with him bringing up the hundreds per coin, let's just go back to this example. $1,000 investment today at around 240. If it gets to $100 a coin, that $1,000 turns into almost 42,000. So I don't know about you guys, but that gets me pretty excited. I know it's very unlikely, but it is possible. It is very possible. So I'm not going to say it's not possible. So give me your thoughts below. Please comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on Brad Garlinghouse. Let me know your thoughts on the SEC case. Do you think the end is in sight? Do you think it's going to be longer than we're all thinking? Do you think Garlinghouse is going to get a seat on the board? And if so, what are your thoughts on that? Are you still buying? Are you selling? Are you holding off? Are you just waiting back to see what happens with the case before doing any more buying? I'd love to hear your thoughts on Ripple, on XRP. And then if you could, just please like the video, comment below, please subscribe. Your support means the world to me, and I will talk to you guys next time.